I'm Philip Sayce, and it's nice to be hanging out with you here for Guitarist magazine and spending time with my good friend Mick. And we've been nerding out on some tones today, and he is a tone meister, so we're just having some fun. Okay, so we're gonna look at the Super Reverb, which is my favorite amp anyway. So my Super Reverb I love because I love lots and lots and lots of reverb. And the reason is because when I was little, my mom took me to see Albert Collins. And I sat right in front of the stage, and Albert Collins played with a lot of reverb, and he blew my mind. So I just love the sound of reverb, and it just, yeah. So the Super Reverb, I usually turn the reverb up about halfway. I don't get it on 10 like Albert did, but and kind of go for some of those tones. I don't know if the mic will pick it all up, but we'll see. So for instance, what I would go for would be something like this, like. And then I just let it splash for a while, you know. I like that kind of wall of sound, you know, where you can get that. That's my white guy trying to do Albert Collins thing. So, but anyway, that kind of, I just really get off on that. And that's the sound of the Super. That's my favorite amp, usually the Super Reverb. Same with any kind of like a rhythm type thing. I love having a lot of that type of sound, where it would be like, you know, something like. To me, I like it. Some people hate reverb. I love it. So Mick, check it out. Let's talk about the pedals a little bit. I know you know all about these, and so we'll just let's dive into these and kind of get our nerd hats on, which I have my tone nerd hat on at the moment. So I'm going to start over here because I don't usually bring out the Echoplex. This is an old EP3 Echoplex. You know, I love the Echoplex. I've always loved the Echoplex. So this is what it sounds like a little bit. I don't run a ton of echo in it, but sometimes I'll step on it with the fuzz. I'm not going to do that right now, but I'll use it for same thing like reverb. I just love some of the airiness, and I was trying other pedals, they just don't do it the same way. So if I was playing, there's a song that I used to play called Backwater Blues, which was a Bessie Smith song. And I did it with an Echoplex, so it would sound like this. It would sound like. So it gives you a little bit of space like that, you know, and you can get trips going. The next thing that I have over here that I just stepped on is made actually by Kili. It's a Kili Looper. And what I do is I keep that in the line so that I can keep the non-true bypass pedals out. So like an Echoplex really sucks a lot of the sound out. So I just step on that and it keeps it in a separate loop, which is very handy. It's a tiny little pedal and I love it. I also have a tube screamer here, an old 808, which I think sounds great. And you know, I mean, you know what they sound like, but I'll play a little bit. So again, I got to step on this to engage that because it stays in the line with the Echoplex. But it sounds a bit, you know.